Hello everyone. I am Nuno the Second, and today we are here for round number 7 of Ultimate League here in season 20. And just like in the previous week, we will return to Australia as we are going to be racing at the Iris Murphy Dharawaltown International Circuit, which is once again another fictional Australian circuit made by Eleanor, and it is a hell of a big track, just like every single track that he makes, to be honest. And yeah, as you can see right here, this is some of the information that we have about this track. I'm not sure if all of the information here is fully accurate. I think it might be. And yeah, I think that the mediums and hards will probably dominate in this race, as the pit stops seems to be sort of big, to be honest. And yeah, and I think the number of hairpins could also help, as you lose a lot of time on old tires in the hairpins. But yeah, but it does have some fast sections though, and this track can become a little bit easier as it has some parts around the track that are still road, and so that kind of opens up the space a little bit. But yeah, I think that first hairpin in lap number 1 is going to be interesting to see how you people deal with that. But yeah, I'd say though, even though there's no rain for today, this should be probably the most anticipated race of the season so far, as we have Figueira today returning, as well as Flix. He hasn't raced in a while as well, and so yeah, it's gonna be more competition at the front. As I'd say, like the top 5 should be interesting to watch, and yeah, now GT finally has his what is pretty much his arch nemesis, just like Nomskar was to me, or Buddha, and yeah, so that's it then. Let's get ourselves then into the qualifying session. Alright then, so we find ourselves in qualifying then. So I need to remove the logo out of the way. Here we go then. As we see then, this is going to be a very long track, so this kind of helps the faster drivers as they have more corners to make the difference with their pace. At the same time, there's more laps where you can mess up and have a bad lap, so yeah, the drivers will definitely not be wanting to miss here, as then on the final lap to have all of that pressure to perform. That's definitely not going to be great. Although this track kind of makes things a little bit easier, as we see some spaces, some of the spots where there's some extra space here. As yeah, we see here, we are watching Cole, seems to be having some loss of power there, but let's see who's at the front right now, as we are about to finish the first lap. I think it's JT, and it is Fantme. JT is going to be in P4, which is kind of shocking, although usually he's at the front by lap 2, so we will see then as he's in P4 right now. But it is Fantme then on a provisional pole, then it's Figo, and then Flix. So here we go, Figo is definitely either at his best or close to it. And as long as he could be a challenge to JT, that would have to be amazing for this season. As yeah, it has not been the most exciting of seasons, I'll be honest. But either way, we see then it's Figo once again at the front here. Can he do a good lap, or can JT improve? I think JT might be able to improve, but he doesn't. Figo improves just a little bit, or he tied his previous lap, I feel like. And so yeah, nothing really changes at the front. The top 5 is still in the same order. Hernandi bottling qualifying like usual, as we see then Fantme then leading the way. Where is Quart? Who? Quart P12 at this home Grand Prix. But yeah, now it's the final lap then. Would we see JT getting his... Oh, I think it will! Because I'm seeing the distance between Figo and JT has increased. I think his pole position streak will be over today. So here we go then. Oh, it is. Yes, here we go. Figo takes pole position. Fantme will be second place. Then it's JT in third. So one of his long streaks is gone now. Still, huge respect for him, because he was just finishing pole position after pole position. He kind of just got we kind of just got used to it, but yeah, I don't know exactly when was the last time he was not on pole. But yeah, that's amazing. So it is Figo starting on pole position, the only driver with the sub 33 lap. As in we have Fetby then starting alongside with Chargity then. Only third today is actually tied with Flix. As in we have Nandi starting ahead of both low forces here with Corvin and F1 Fan. Then we have Johnny Fu in P8 followed by Cole and Matimar who close the top 10. As then we have Suduc here in P11 followed by Serge, the reserve driver from LSA. As then we got Albon with Hover in P14, and then we got Glow with Mason in P16, and then it's P2Co and Jake Pride on his return actually, starting then in last place. And oh boy, he definitely has seen better days in the past, but he actually got some top 5 finishes. He actually led some laps at some point, and yeah, also won CL races, and I think he even was a champion as well there. So yeah, but he has not raced for a very long time. I don't know exactly when was the last time, but yeah, soon we should be racing. I just need to check something here in the options. Yeah, okay, 90 seconds. Goes line on. So yeah, it's nice. All looking great. So let's see then. Here we go. Everyone's ready. Hope the spectators are also ready, because this could be a hell of a banger here in the Down Under. And there you go, the lights go out, and it is go here in Australia. We got Figo, then at the front followed by Futmid and Flix. It's top 3 for F initial names, as we got 10 Figo still keeping the lead. Got a lot of drivers here on the mediums. JT on the soft tires, he goes side by side with Nandi Carvey appearing out of nowhere. He splits him like it's the Black Sea. As we got then Chargity then trying to battle Carvey here and getting some lag, but now it all looks okay. But the Carvey here hopefully looks nice, as sometimes he lags. Ooh. Gonna have to see about that, as yeah, he's on the soft tires, and Hernandi and JT are behind him. This could be really bad for their races, and amazing it's going to be for the one-time drivers as well as Fantme. So yeah, this is definitely not looking great for JT right now. As we got then Hernandi maybe trying to pass him. As yeah, so JT is... Oh my god, what the hell happened there? Fantme with the big of a mistake now. It's a one-time 1-2. And then we got then Corvin in P4, so Fantme will be joining the disasters group, essentially, the ones who are suffering behind Corvin, although he might be able to catch him, but still, once he does it, he's gonna have to give some distance on our screen to slipstream, basically, because I don't think Corvin will be trying to take the lead. It's really kind of useless. Oh, now we see JT with a bit of a mistake there. That we see now losing distance to Fantme, although I believe they can definitely be back. But yeah, then we got Johnny Fu with F1 Fan. And yeah, as you see right here, JT, if he ends up winning today's race, I feel like the first thing he's gonna say is, at the start, I thought the race was over. But either way then, we see Robert DNFing, and again, yet another retirement for FCR in this season. As, yeah. So something must have happened with Kala. Not too sure, but yeah. Then we have here 1-2 for 1 time, as we see Corvin now still 3rd place. Fantme trying to pass him, probably getting a little bit frustrated, but yeah, this is all right now, playing into the hands of Figo and Flix, the team that has won the constructors title back in season 18. As Neon Sunset, of course, so... But it's essentially still the same team. It's the team owned by Figueira still, with Flix being the team principal. So yeah, looks like Robert will be DNFing now. We got JT getting past Fantme here. Nani losing some distance, but he has a chance to catch him. Now JT will try and move up the inside. Can he do it or not? As we see Fantme Maybe making it a free wide here as we see them. And oh my god, that was a hell of a dive. GT got a little bit squeezed there, but it wasn't too bad to be honest. But now Fudme has a track position. So this will be very crucial. Corvid still in P4. Then you have Matimar. And yeah, I definitely would like to watch the midfield here, but considering the current race situation, it's gonna be hard here. We got GT constantly trying to pass Corvid. Fudme has done it. He's now gonna be in clean area, has a chance to run away now. Although I think Corvid is just slipstreaming, and I think at this point it's probably gonna be better for him. As we see JT then into the pits. I wonder if the one times will be answering to that, because that's gonna be a hell of aggressive undercuts, that is for sure. But once again, Flix and Figueroa, they are together, so they can work as a team, as they've done that a lot of times in the past. So yeah, and I think that was kind of one of the issues for JT in the previous season, that he would sometimes try to undercut, but then he would find himself in a 1 versus 2 situation a lot of times, mostly with the LSAs, I'd say. And then in season 18 it was usually with Neon Sunsets, as we have then Jake Brad. And oh my god, yeah, Hubbard's probably gonna, I feel like he might get a penalty with that, with all of that shots, as we see now. Hernani beating for the hard tires with Johnny Fu. And yeah, not sure if Fernandi, was he trying to shiv here? Maybe just gonna stick with whatever seems to be better, but now he needs to get past Suzuki. He's gonna be letting him pass, but oh boy, he's trying to do the same with Johnny Fu, but I'm afraid that was a little bit too late there. Because of course the ping really makes the timing a little bit harder. But as we see then, as we got right now Johnny Fu with a nice switch back there. And yeah, it's definitely been doing a very solid season. And for me, telling him to shut up, as yeah. Then we got an F1 fan here creating P8. He has also pitted already. Everyone on the top 8 has already pitted. So far, I think the one who is not pitted is Mason, who's trying to, doing a nice little switch there to Matimar. There's definitely no point in trying to battle him right now, which is on a very different race. Yeah, there goes Mati in P9 today. Yeah, it's been mostly racing around in the top 10 in this season. Though I believe he's definitely capable of doing more, it's just that he needs more practice. And yeah, sadly his compatriot is not here. Ozzy was starting to get a very interesting season, I'd say, especially the previous race.
Sorry to interrupt, Nuno. Can you tell Arbor to shut the fuck up and leave lobby?
Tell him to shut the fuck up. Fucking hell.
Okay, alright then. Tell him to leave lobby. Either way, yeah, okay, bro. Man, this is so awkward. Either way, let's talk about the racing. Looks like we got Flix with Char GT. As we see then, looks like, yeah, he managed to undercut both LSAs. As we then have Fudme working behind his teammates. I wonder if they're gonna switch, because, yeah, Fudme has the fresher tires. And oh my god, what the hell was that lag? I don't think it was Corvid, I think he stayed on the same position. That could have been F1 fan, or maybe even Johnny Fu. He's also one of the twitchy cars. That's either way, JT here in second place now, battling Flix, and Flix could definitely try to slow him down. I think it's what he might be doing. But right now it is Figo with the 5 second gap, and yeah, who else but Figo to be ending JT's streak. But although it's definitely not over yet, but it is a hell of a big cap, and Flix could definitely still make that cap even bigger by trying to battle GT and to give him pressures. We see him, maybe GT might have a bit of a distance there, but I think Flix is still on that slipstream range, and I think the LSAs will have to be careful, because if they try to battle Flix way too much, he might let JT get away here. So yeah, GT is 1-0. I think that's not a server lag. Oh my god, what the hell is going on? Jesus Christ, I'm having a lot of lag. I'm not sure if you're seeing that on the stream. Jesus Christ, guy, we get it, Robert. Yeah, man. Okay, so I don't think that was server lag, it was just on my screen. I was really getting a lot of lag here. And yeah, so we have Flix.
Can you tell Arbor that he's not allowed to chat in game? He should take it to Discord. Tell him to take it to Discord. It's not allowed.
Alright then, so either way, we now have a group of 3 drivers. I don't know what happened to Fentme, but he did lost out now in this battle for second place. Either way, we see Figueira extending that gap even further, because I'm guessing that they've been battling here for second place. And yeah, this could be Figueira's biggest gap to a race win, I'd say. Because he's currently 8 seconds. I don't know exactly what is his record, but I don't think it's something all that big. I'm not sure if he ever had one of those 8-second wins. I think the biggest one that I remember may have been in Canada, season 16, with a 7-second, I think, gap. So usually when Figo wins, it's usually sort of a close race. He's not really used to win this early on, especially when he has someone like GT on his ass all the time, as we see now. Oh my god, what happened to GT here? I think, oh yeah, it's these tires. This is starting to get old here. So yeah, GT then in P4. And it's not just the win streak that could be over, but maybe his podium streak as well. Which I don't think it was much bigger, to be honest. But yeah, now we see him, he goes into the pits. We see Fatmi also falling down behind, so now the battle. Okay, now Robert has left the server. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to talk to him after this race, but anyways, we got then Matimar battling Cordy here. And it's actually very interesting, as right now they are some of the big veterans in the sport at this moment. As Matimar is trying around, I don't even know actually, but he's been here for a while. Same with Corvid. Corvid is obviously did join a little bit earlier than him, but yeah, as we see now GT having to pass these 2 drivers. Now Corvid might be a little bit of a difficult task here, because of the ping of course, but I think Corvid might be aware of it, or maybe not, as we see GT just losing some time here. As we see someone in the pits, that's Nandi. And can Nandi get out in time here? Maybe not, as we see down the ghosting. He ends up behind Corvid and GT, but at least he's close to the British driver though. But it's just a 1 lap. Fresher tires, which may not be enough to actually benefit from it, as we see now he definitely needs to get past Corvid, and that was a very decisive overtake there on the Australian. Now he needs to chase down GT and catch him as soon as he can, because otherwise I feel like GT might just get away into the distance. And as we see, Corvid is not helping. So Corvid gets past Nandi again, and I think he's gonna be frustrated with that is for sure. Because now we got Flix into the pits. Figu, oh my god, he has pitted. And I said Figu in a very weird way. But either way, we got 10 GT then up to second place. Flix has fallen off quite a lot here. I think he should have pitted earlier. But he's gonna have the tire advantage. Ooh. Serge, let me see him. He looks, but he's not that much, to be honest. Yeah. Then we have Kola here in P12. Then we got Pituku, then it's Mason and in P14 today. Still yet to pit for the second time though. Then we got Glow, who just pit in P16, and then you got Shake Bradley. Yeah, definitely having some struggles with the current. You all agree. But yeah, Figo with the 8-second gap here. As we have Corvid putting himself into the fight, and I think this is allowed for Hernandi to get himself here back to JT. And this could also allow for Flix to have a chance to catch him as well. But he needs to not make mistakes. I feel like he did one there on that hairpin. But as we see him definitely just getting closer and closer there. As, oh my god, I think ooh, Mason there. Went off the track there, I don't know what happened. Maybe had some kind of issue there. But yeah, just look at the minimap and I saw him on the final turn like a little bit off. As we see now, oh my god, what the hell happened there? Corvid once again just slowing down Hernandi. And once again, this just allows for Victor to just get away there. So yeah, then we have Corvid a mistake now. Hernandi will be finally passing him, and I think he's going to be asking him, why did he do that? What was all that for? As we see now, oh, Corvid just slowing down Flix. So yeah, Corvid has been being a bit of an obstacle here. That is for sure. And it all just helps Figo to extend that gap. And I think now no one can really take this win away from him. The 2-time world champion from season 16 and season 18. Beating the current championship leader who's also on his way to win his second title. And it's pretty much 2 world titles for each of the Holy Trinity drivers. We've got all of the titles since season 15. Nandi was in the champion season 15, then we got Figo, then JT, then again Figo, Nandi, and now JT looks to be winning again. So yeah, 2 titles each. As we see then this trio that could be ending soon. But at least we got all 3 of them in today's race again, and they might be sharing the podium once again, of course. Although Flix could have a word to say about that, as he is right behind Hernandi on fresh tires as well. As we got, oh, Johnny Fu. Very questionable there. But yeah, then we have Corvid here on fresh mediums. He's been investing on these tires quite a lot here. And then we have then Matimar in P9. And then, oh, it looks like Vituko made a bit of a mistake there. Now Sedge will be passing him. Because yeah, we're going to be focused now on some of these battles. We see now Vituko up the inside. Nice and clean battle there. I think I heard that he was actually a very clean driver. As we see Sedge then up the inside there. And once again, it's been a very nice battle there between Ricar Alto and Mayhem Racing. And despite the name, it's definitely no big mayhem happening here. We see now Sedge then up the inside. And can he make the move? He's on the fresher tires here, so yeah, here we go then, up inside there once again. But can he have the exit? I don't think so. Bituku with a nice switch back there. And this is some really good racing, not gonna lie. But yeah, Sedge will still have that slipstream, and with fresher tires, he might also have the advantage in the turns as well. But yeah, one thing is for sure, there's no wonder why LSA took this driver as a reserve, because he's definitely just showing his potential right now. But I think someone like Bituko could definitely be usually tracked to the top 10. But today it looks a little bit competitive, I'd say. Not as close to the pick that we have, but at least in the recent times it's a decent one, I'd say. As yeah, we got here the Kola, then it's the Dutch right now in P11, so not doing that badly for RMC, which I'd say RMC really just having both of their drivers missing constantly. As I think Giruni only did 2 races, and the same also applies to Kadar if I'm not wrong. So attendance is definitely been an issue for them in this season. As yeah, we have a bit of a huge gap actually between Kola and Matimar in P9, so yeah, Mati actually doing a very solid race. And this makes things a little bit more impressive about like the drivers who are keeping in this good like F1 fan. Well, actually just went into the pits now, but I think Mati also needs to pit, same with Corvid. As well, Johnny Foot. To be honest, everyone in the top 9, 10 needs to be pitting. But yeah, now the gap at the front just keeps on increasing. Obviously now on this stint, Figo simply has better tires, so that actually helps, but I think his pace has been amazing, and yeah, I feel like this big break that he had definitely may help, but not sure if we're gonna see him more in this season. I would definitely not mind, because yeah, GT has won the title either way, and I think LSA also looking to win the Constructors title once again. So at least having some interesting races could be nice until the end of the season, as we are also approaching the summer. But yeah, we see that Hernandi has pitted and he came all ahead of Parvid. But Flix cannot say the same though, and this could really screw him up here. This could be decisive for the battle for third place here, as they are very close. But Flix has a bit of a huge ping wall ahead of him. With now, oh my god, Johnny for once again just trying to let his teammate pass, but it kind of looked like he was trying to push him out there. As we see, oh, was that server lag? Not totally sure. As we see now, Flix trying to pass Corvid. As we see then Fantme then leaving the pits, same with Johnny Fu. And now Matimar goes into the pits. As they have Evan Fan who's looking to take P8 today, which would definitely be a hell of a race here. We see Setch now beating, and then it's Suduch as well, with Kola then staying out here, looking to take another top 10. And yeah, so we see then it looks like Figo has pitted for soft tires. I wonder if he wants the fastest lap, because that could be a possibility, as he can pretty much just pit again, and he has that's free pit stop basically. And yeah, I don't think he's gonna be staying out to the end, or maybe just, I don't know, pitted on softs by accident, even though I don't know how you can do that. Like if he pitted for the hard tires in the previous stint, then I think he should be pitting for hards again. So yeah, I think Figo just wants to take that fastest lap, which he now takes it. 43.08, and yeah, no big wonder, because I think a lot of the drivers have pitted for either mediums or hards all race long. So if you take the softs, you have a very big chances of just taking that fastest lap. So there he goes, and Figueira getting one extra point for himself and for one time, as just making this race even more perfect, that is for sure. And he has a free pit stop, so he has nothing to lose pretty much. And then you have Hernandi looking to finish in third place still. Because yeah, now these tires are the same as Fleek, so it's pretty much a pace battle right now, as yeah, part of it is now out of the way. And with this extra pit stop, I'm not sure if things are working well for him, because I feel like he could be finishing in P6, but now he's gonna have to fight for it. First he needs to get past his teammate, and then Johnny Fu, in order to get there. But Johnny Fu is incredibly close to Fatme in this race, and I'd say that's hella impressive. It's probably his most impressive race yet. Same with F1 Fan. He just really is getting away from a lot of the experienced drivers and getting away from the rest of the grid as well. So yeah, I can definitely see this huge break here between P9 and P10. And then even between P13 and P14 here, between Glow and Sedge. So yeah, looks like Glow, I don't know what happened to him there. I just saw him on the grass. And yeah, now we see Bituko maybe about to have another amazing battle, but now with Suduce here, racing for RMC today. Now just 5 laps to go to the end of the race, at least for these drivers. As we see then Suzuki is trying to pass him, and this could potentially allow for Seth to catch them if they lose time with this battle, but P2 has got a little bit of a distance, but he does have slightly older tires. So yeah, that's crucial to have in mind. As you see him now just picking up the slipstream, as we see Figueira on the background pitting. Obviously he's a whole lap ahead. As yeah, as you can see, he comes out of the pits and he's still 8 seconds ahead, so he has nothing to lose, and now he can get a lot of that gap back as well. So yeah, maybe not as big of a win, but I guess the points are more crucial for the one time at least, because yeah, Figueira, I don't think he has really much to achieve in this season. At least after ending JT's streak, that is for sure. So yeah, as we see then Figueira leading the way. But then we still have this battle between Bituco and Suduce. Well, at the front, I think Nadia has managed to get away from Flix a little bit. And I think he's just looking to, once again, just share the podium with JT and Figueira like they've been doing a lot of times in recent seasons. And yeah, now it's like Corvid has also caught up to his teammate now. And I'm not sure if he can still get Johnny Fu. It's 3 laps to go, and it's 3 very long laps. But it looks like on his previous lap he actually lost time to the SCP driver. And look at this, actually. He was actually faster than Fatme in the previous lap, so... Oh boy, Johnny Fu. He's definitely having a hell of a race, that is for sure. And yeah, once again, just another amazing race for him, and this time probably the most impressive race for him, I would say, even. And because I don't think he was this close to someone like Fatme yet. So yeah, amazing stuff from him, I'd say. As we see here, F1 Fenden losing out to his teammate now, as yeah, the tire difference is way too big at the moment. And oh my god, now this could be a server lag, but yeah, we're pretty much towards the end. The drivers are all spaced out between each other. And yeah, now we see that Figo, there's 1 lap to go. He definitely cannot wait to finish this one, as yeah, things didn't really went his way back in season 19, so he couldn't get that 3rd world title. Then this season, I think he only showed up once so far, or I think he raced in the previous race. But no one thought that JT could be beaten, since he's been doing an amazing season. His best season yet, that is for sure. But who else but Figueira to end his win streak here? As we see then, Figueira crosses the line to win the Australian Grand Prix. And he's going to be becoming the 2nd race winner of the season. With then JT then, sadly for him, the win streak is over. So he cannot really get the perfect season. With him then taking 2nd place. But then Hernandi in 3rd place. So we got the Holy Trinity sharing the podium once again with Flix in P4. Then you got Fatme, Johnny Fu with his best race yet in P6. Corvid slowing down for his teammate there. As then we have F1 Fan in P7, Corvid P8, and it's Matimar in P9. Then we got Kola here looking to close the top 10. So getting some good points for Lynx Racing, that is for sure. And now we have Bituco versus Suduce there. Ooh, Suduce going into the grass there. I think Bituco might be able to hold on. Although it's the final straight, Suduce has the slipstream there. It's going to be close, but not close enough. Bituco holds on to P11. Then you got Sedge in P13. And then we have here, it's Glow, P14. As we see, I think it's going to be Mason. Then you got Albono. And I think Jake, ooh, could he finish the racing time? I'm not totally sure, or maybe not. So yeah, so there it is, the race results. Already made the rundown. Then you have Figueira then with the fastest lap. And yeah, let's then get ourselves into the interviews. As let's see, is there someone looking for an interview? I think they're all still in their respective voice chats. But yeah, interesting race. Maybe not. I mean, it was the most what can I say? Like the most anticipated race. There, it's that's what I wanted to say. And but yeah, then had some pretty kind of dive outs. But yeah, the front pack though was definitely interesting to watch. I'd say, and Corvid also did make things a little bit interesting there. Although it may have killed and end some of the battles, to be honest. But anyways, I'm going to be leaving the best to the end. So I guess who can we go first, let me see. Liz Albono wants to get an interview.
Hello.
Alright then, so I think you had a bit of a difficult race today, but yeah, I've seen you finish very close here to Mason for P15. So what do you make of this race?
Um, lab 1 to 3, really good. Really bad. And then lab 4 to like 34 or whatever it was pretty fun. Um, lab lab 1 with like I don't know if it was a server lag or just one lag rocket. I had actually a pretty good quality. Like I said like a 44.05, which in a sort of normal size lobby, which is usually like what, like 14, 13, 12, it would probably be like P8, P7 or something, that sort of time. But I ended up like P13, I think, which was still pretty happy with it. I was up in P10 and within like the first two laps, and then I think Subject got hit by someone and hit me off, and I was down in like P14. So that was fine. It wasn't anyone's fault really. Just three wide into a corner doesn't exactly go well often. And then Glow kind of was driving about like prime land stroll, so I lost like 6 seconds to the people in front. And then after that, I just had like really fun battles with Jake Brads, which is always fun because like he is actually really fun to race against, unlike a lot of people. Because like me and Jake Brad are kind of just both at the back, so we just had like a lot of fun battles, which was good.
Yeah, but then in the end, you actually managed to gap him, and yes, so yeah. Okay, I don't know what can I say, but yeah, I hope you had a nice race and nice to see that you had fun as well.
Thank you.
Then next, I guess it's Matimar, right? I think it's the painful parts. Like, I gotta be honest, do you really want to make an interview, or is this is gonna be cut
Matimar
from the
has
video?
returned.
Honestly, you can skip him.
Oh, just begin with
Shut up,
Figo.
Tommy.
Just begin
Enjoy
with
your
Figo.
P5. Alright, so it's my turn now, right?
Brother, just begin with Figo.
Wait, let me introduce him.
He deflects on me.
The
as I hit him.
famous Porsche driver Manimar.
The Matimar has returned with another world record interview attempt. Alright, what's it this time to know?
Whoever server muted me, I just want you to know I will ask Appley to remove your admin because I'm very salty now.
I don't have an admin.
I know you didn't do it.
Alright, so let me begin because Polak has already started the timer. I had a really tough week this time with exams coming and 5 tests to write, so I wasn't able to practice very much. I don't think I even had 200 laps on this track, so I wasn't very optimistic going into this race. But thanks to that, I was actually pretty chill and didn't bottle my quali for once this season. Qualified P10. I have no idea what happened with Bituko. He qualified P17. He had a really bad quali. Then I started the race. I made up some positions, made a pretty cool dive bomb into turn 2, and I think I was P8 after that dive bomb. So I gained the 2 positions. Then F1 Fun and Yonifu were behind me, and I made a dumb decision of letting them by because I knew that my pace wasn't very good. So I thought that with their slipstream, I can maybe actually catch the guys in front and have some slipstream, which can save my race and maybe allow me to finish in the top 7. But then I just lost them a few corners later. So that was a really dumb call. I also might have killed Sechk in the meanway, so if I did, I'm very sorry. On my POV, you are a bit behind, but y'all know how was it with Lux. He was so yeah, basically he probably was in a different position than the one I saw him in. So very sorry for that incident. And then it was probably one of the loneliest races of my career. The only people who accompanied me were Corvid, who from time to time I saw because he was on a different strategy and he pitted earlier than me. I even had his slipstream once and helped Charge JT catch him. You don't have to fake me, Joe. That was totally my. You totally owe me that. And then I lost the slipstream because my hearts were more dead than I don't even know what. Than Thailand, I guess. Because today I started with the kind of Kung Fu Panda style, so I can continue it with the style of this animation, which I really, really like, though. And Jake Brad, who I lapped at the end of the race. So yeah, thanks Jake for keeping me company in this lovely race. I was basically driving in P9 for the whole race. I had a chance of catching Yoni at F1 Fun in the beginning, but F1 Fun did an undercut. I didn't, which was a mistake because I should have definitely gone for it, considering that my pace wasn't good. But I'm not very good with strategies sometimes, and I kind of said, yeah, whatever, I'm gonna stick to what I planned in the beginning. So I just drove there and drove. My pace was getting better till the end, thanks to watching some Corvid after he pitted in like Stink 3, I believe. And just seeing Bituko trying to make a comeback from P17 and seeing what happens in the front, I was shocked to see Figueira dominating this race so much. Shut up, it's the world record attempt, you're not gonna ruin this. And yeah, so yeah, in the end I finished P9, 6 seconds after P8 and 13 seconds in advantage of P10. It was a kind of a really boring race for me. It more felt like a practice race than an actual UL race. And that's why I wasn't stressing this time. And yeah, I was really shocked to see that Figueira has dominated this race so much. Congrats to him. Finally, somebody break Joe's streak. It's also pretty cool to see the Holy Trinity, I think that's how Nuno called it, back on the podium again. Bituko has managed to finish in P11, so yeah, unfortunately he didn't have a very good race, but we're definitely gonna practice together for round 9, not for round 8, because Bituko is missing round 8, and the fabulous JLCL and UL duo of Matimar and Tomatoes will be back, but don't worry, me and Bituko will definitely come back stronger on round 9. And even though we have no chance at challenging FLF and one time for the 4-for-third place in the constructor standings, we will definitely try to put up a good fight and score as much points as possible to get away from our MC.
This guy.
Yeah, so also it's a really unfortunate thing that my student and friend Ozzy retired. I want to wish him all the best, and
the
I hope
racing
to
line,
see him
Jake,
back
Brad.
stronger than ever next season. Which this means that I actually have a shot at P5 in the drivers' championship.
I'm gonna win.
But I don't feel
Who the
like
fuck are
I'll
you?
get it because of Flix coming back, and yeah, just Flix has a huge talent, so he doesn't even need to practice that much. He's just fast. So I'll probably lose that P5 and will be P6 in the driver standings, but we'll see. I will be satisfied no matter where.
Oh,
Fuck.
thank you.
Thank you
So
thank you
anyway,
for your
Figo,
comment.
how
Thank you
was your
for your
race
comment, Flix.
experience?
Is there anything you would have added to my great monologue?
No.
Freaky Bob?
Thank you. Figo, so how was your race today?
Oh wait, I didn't finish.
No.
No.
Anyways.
So,
Alright,
Figo,
so
can
thank
I-
you all.
Figo. So yeah, Figo, how was your race today? How did you feel
Stop
pace-wise?
hijacking this from Nuno. This is
I
Nuno's
wanted to
moment.
leave him to
He's
the
the
end.
emperor. Go away, Flex.
I don't mind waiting. You can cut this thing out. I don't mind.
Can I go with Corlid?
Alright, so thank you for today's race and see you
Oh
next
my
week. Bye.
fucking god, bro.
Who the fuck unmuted him? God, for fuck's sake.
Is Corlid here?
Bobby.
Because I saw that the strategy in the end wasn't exactly like the best, and then I don't know. On the final straight, you let your teammate pass. Was there like a reason for that, or?
I mean, in general, I had no any context regarding how I went. I was on the verge of fainting before I got here, and was like, "Wait a minute, I need a race." So I got in last minute. Did pretty well in quali, all things considered. Got into the race. I was doing 4 stops in like Tuesday and Monday mock, but I haven't touched the track since, so I just went with that. I did get the tires a little scuffed though. I didn't use the hards at all, which is probably on me in terms of consistency. In that 8 lap mediums is not what you want to do, but I had to do it twice. And then I just wasn't fast enough, especially on some of the undercuts, especially early. I just got caught up with traffic, and it wasn't beneficial as much as I was hoping it to be. And I just gave the position back to F1 fan. He was very generous in terms of like giving me the position. I passed him, and I just thought it was only fair to give him the position back since I was unable to catch what was it, Johnny Fu and Fantamy in front. It was just a little fruitless. If I had a bit more pace, then maybe, or I made a little less mistakes, particularly at the end there. But it's just what you can do. I'm so happy with how I did, obviously, because I'm very, very sleep deprived at the moment. But we'll see if I actually get some bit more next week. You never know. I'm a busy man. I'm a busy bird. You got to do what you got to do.
All right then. And definitely very solid result for the team as well today. But either way, so we can now go into the top 5. You got Fantmy, who
Hello.
your race probably wasn't exactly one of the best. I'd say P5 today probably very difficult. You have to pass, I think, Corbin a few times as well. Not just you, but what can you say?
Yeah, you basically resumed it. It's had an amazing quality. I had like must be the first time since Scalpanger I thought I could get a pole position. Then Figo was here to ruin my dream once more time. So those things happens. Maybe the 43rd quality is gonna be the good one. But after that, it was just kind of tricky. Lost the slip of Figo once because he twitched. Then after that, basically caught him and just I was off pace, did nothing more, and getting undercutted at the start really messed me up. And once I was in the pack, I made one mistake, and my race was over with that. And honestly, P5, this is what I was expecting. So once again, I race even though I already know the result, which is kind of frustrating. But I have to improve on that, and I think my announcement tomorrow is gonna help.
All right then. Then we go with P4 Flix, because I feel like you had a bit of a missed opportunity here, as it could have been a 1-2 for the one time today. As I don't know what happened there. I think you were like undercutted by a few drivers, and then in the end it was like you versus Nandi for that third place.
The thing is, the tactic into the race was plan double R. So I did the only R part. I didn't do the double R part because we don't because Figo was already gone, so we just kind of. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, so and you know, bro. Hold on, let me mute this guy real quick, cause. Anyways, and Matty was talking about something beating one time in the constructors. That guy is fucking delusional. Anyway, so I don't know what he was yapping about, cause he is picking the wrong fights here. He is not a contender for P3. Let's just say that. So that was my interview.
All right then. So then we go with is Nandi here? Yes, he is. So Replace today had to hold on tight to the end. He gets Flix there. And I think he lost like the slipstream to JT twice because of Corbin as well. So what can you say?
Yeah, I mean, in today's race, I got fifth in the quali, and then really crucially, just Corbin got passed in the first stint, both of me and Joe. So there was a bit of chaos there, and Corbin was doing one more stop, so he always put it earlier, so he always undercut us. So We had a few moments there, but nothing really bad. I think we handled it pretty well. I did lose Joe Slip because he was in between us, and you know how it works. But then again, after that, I think he held up Flix, so I'm completely evened out with Corvid luck. And after that, for like the final 10 or 15 laps, I was just on a pace battle with Joe for a while, then mainly Flix. He was faster than me. I was just a bit more consistent, and in the end, it's like really close. But I had a lot of fun, except the start. It was really, really hard to do that. And I'm just really happy to get a podium again.
All right then. I guess to end, as GT is not here, I guess he's just already doing TT for the next race. So yeah, what do you feel about ending one of the biggest? I mean, the biggest win streak. As the guy who used to own that record.
Yeah, I don't actually. I don't really. I wanted to race this one just to see if I could beat it. All right, bro. All right. But yeah, I wanted to see if I could beat it, and in the end, I did. So it does feel somewhat like funny, I guess. I've enjoyed like being like a needle, or I don't know, it's like a thorn in the side. I'm always annoying him, trying to fuck him over in some way. I just always thought it's kind of funny. But yeah, I feel like the gap, because he lost 10 seconds at the beginning because Flix and Phantom were fighting him a lot, and I feel like I was quite fortunate in that way, to be able to just have, like, by then I had won, like I knew it in my head. So yeah, I think the gap is quite flattering. But I still think I had the pace advantage, but you know, it's not as big. It's like I've seen some people in the comments go like I've destroyed him, but I don't think it was really that big. It's always been marginal between me and him, and yeah, I'm just happy to have won.
Sometimes it's like that. I think qualifying may help you quite a lot today, but then it's all about control and yeah, sometimes things just go all that well. So yeah, congratulations for the win. I think this is your biggest gap to second place. Like, because I feel like you never had like that sort of huge win. The only time I remember was like in Canada season 16. It was like 7 seconds still. So yeah, today was like a very big one, like dominating
Yeah,
fashion.
it's never been that big, to be fair, because most of my wins come with JT's been there
Yeah,
whenever I've won.
it's
So-
always close battles with JT usually. So
It's really hard to beat him by like a distance, and the two times I feel like 'cause I won by like a margin in Australia in season 18. That one as well, I was quite fortunate because of COVID also like kind of slowed him down. So both times has been big. It's not really like a pace thing. It's kind of just a circumstance thing, but it's always going to be hard to beat him by like a margin. He is very fast.
yeah, for sure. All right then. I guess that's it for today. Is for the next round, we're going to be racing at the Bali Islands, which is a track made by Hanandi, as it's going to be the Indonesian Grand Prix. And so we'll see you there. Till the next time. Goodbye.